Pit and Dark Pit have to fight against projectiles, but we know Headshot can be aggressive in non-projectile ways with the Samus. It's usually his trademark, and we're actually seeing here what's going to happen.
Yes.
Covering the Kazuya for a little second there. But effectively, we're going to see Pit and Dark Samus starting off at Stadium 2. So just as we start off, Delta's going to want to get close to the Samus just to make sure that they do not charge any type of projectile to free. Obviously, Headshot is a lot easier said than done. He's going to go for double down airs. Gonna rack up a little bit of that damage. I really liked how he actually intercepts Pit's recovery with that home-seeking missile, just to make sure that Delta is in a precarious situation very early on.
Yeah, you can see from part of Headshot that he was playing very defensively while on stage. With at the point where Delta was off stage, he just went full aggression against them. Right now, back at neutral, Headshot just playing it safe with his projectiles.
As you say that, Delta does have the early advantage in percentage and maintaining as much stage control as possible. He tries to jump out of the charge shot, but unfortunately is not able to. Does grab Headshot, so we see if he can actually finish up this edge guard. As we know, Samus does tend to be very tricky when it comes to recoveries. Actually goes for a couple of up tilts and nairs. Actually send him to the outside, and now it's Delta's turn to actually take it back, and nair. It's not going to connect, and a good tech by him. Headshot can be very scary as well when it comes to actually baiting out any type of option, and as you can see it right there as well, every time he was actually trying to cancel that charge shot, Headshot was just keeping Delta guessing.
Yeah, very good use of the charge shot on part of Headshot. Got me very surprised how many times he used it. Oh! And he breaks the shield. And the F smash taking the stock while he charges his.
A great move as well, because he does not want to lose the charge out so early for the other stock. And he has been looking at footage of that Japanese Samus player that's been making waves and actually applying a lot more shield pressure in his game. I really like this change for Headshot. It's something that we haven't seen much of when it comes to his play, so it's very interesting.
Yeah, right now Delta had a very big disadvantage of 2 stocks. If he could be able to get this, maybe in game number 2 we can just adapt towards Headshot's gameplay.
Just gonna grab him, toss him upward. A couple more percentage should be enough for that up throw the kill, but not quite there, and the dash attack is gonna do it. So this is the problem that Pit and Dark Pit have in general, and it's basically to close out those stocks. While they do have good options when it comes to applying damage, the amount of kill moves that they have is a lot more lackluster, as we see Headshot actually placing a lot more bombs and actually setting up that ledge trap to force him out of the dash attack and take away that last stock. And now Headshot, solid command on that first game.
Yeah, the Pit's reflector isn't really that good. Delta doesn't really use it for reflecting, just like any other character that has a reflector in this game apparently. But at least for Pit, Delta uses it mostly to land safely, since it just gives him practically a shield in the air.
It's a really good movement to it as well if you know how to use it correctly. I would like to see a little bit more of that down B though. Maybe change up the levels in which he's actually going to go up and down. Try to mix up Headshot a little bit more and actually try to intercept him a little bit more. It's not easy considering, right? Headshot is very... it's basically a pro at Samus itself, but it can work out in Delta's favor, and maybe he can crank up the aggression a little bit more as we get into game 2. Okay, so we're gonna have 2 platforms here on small battlefield, and we actually see the change to the Dark Pit this time around. So The arrow is going to hit a lot harder. His reflector is going to be faster to come out. That is another thing that's different, and his side B is also different. Gonna give him a little bit more of a KO power. So let's see if those changes to the character can actually be a difference maker.
Now, Delta having quite of an advantage, but Headshot just pushing every advantage he gets to push him off stage.
I really like how Headshot is just waiting for him to actually throw out something before moving on to his own. Punishing that side B, a little bit overzealous by Delta to actually go up there. Throwing out that up tilt as well to send him to the other side. Not quite going to punish anything as well. Double Trick's trying to get something going. Actually gets a little bit punished for it. And second place, but it gets covered by Headshot's down smash. Really, really good move by Delta. And that is one of the moves that Pit and Dark Pit has, especially Dark Pit, which is a little bit tricky when it comes to the DI. Usually people think that once they grab you, as he takes away that stock with that back air, once you get that grab, people usually think that Pits and Dark Pits are going to go for that forward throw, and it actually sets up the inward DI to mix him up and throw out that up air to actually go off. So this is a good mix up by him, but as I say that, Headshot just covers the ledge entirely. It takes away that last stock with the back air.
Right now, I was just having a disadvantage of one stock. But all things considered, it can still be his game. Having Headshot off stage, putting the pressure against him.
Delta doing a really good job just to make sure that he maintains the stage control, but just as I say that as well, Headshot is trying to respond back. Now, Delta being a little bit more aggressive, trying to throw out a lot more options, throwing out a little bit more projectiles, trying to see if he can make Headshot actually play in his three-quarter zone, that's what I like to call it, or the mid-range, which is one of the specialties for Pits and Dark Pits.
Yeah.
Headshot wants to play it up close, or they want to play it at a distance, right? In the mid-range, Pit is somewhere that maybe they can dominate a little bit more.
Yeah. With that Nair, covering that options off stage on the side, but trying to go again and just getting himself at a disadvantage.
Gonna go for the dash attack, and side B is gonna send him to the side, racking up a little bit more damage. And every time the Delta's actually trying to go forward, Headshot is managing to throw out an option that is punishing him and baits out the side B again, and it happens a few times during the set as well. He manages to bait out another option and punishes accordingly. Headshot looking very clean on Witter's side and takes it 2-0.
Goes next on stream.